Howdy YouTube, my name's Ethanra, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So it's been a bit, I know. It's just like I said, I don't want to do Union Cross. Well, I mean, I still do, but I didn't want to record it to make you all suffer with me through having to fight the same dang boss all over again. I am enjoying reducing their population though, as they so rightfully deserve. But besides that, we're here to talk about something else. So I did actually do this video a little bit earlier, but typical Ethanra, I forgot the main thing I wanted to talk about, so I decided just to go ahead and remake it. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was actually the Jewel Princess right here. But at the same time, at the risk of forgetting what I said in that video earlier, I'm going to actually do that first. And hope beyond belief that I don't forget. And also because in the last video I didn't know she was magic and I used Eternia's Medal. I'm going to do it here anyway. I'll switch back afterwards. But yeah, so what I was saying in the last video was how I think this might be the strangest maintenance I've ever seen because it doesn't mention anything besides daylight savings time. Because I mean, I haven't been here since the beginning, obviously. Like when I was talking about Terra's R. Solemn, how it bugged me that he wasn't power. And I could, in retrospect, I could more or less live with him being a tier 5. I was just saying how I felt about the medal. And then Eternia tells me that in his heyday, he was actually one of the most powerful magic medals. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was once upon a time this game didn't have tier 5. I thought it always had tier 5 and only like tier 6 and 7 and eventually 8, 9, and 10, I guess, will actually be new. So, yeah, I didn't know that about him, but the fact that he's not a power one is still part of my annoyance for that. Not enough to, be overly upset about it, but you get what I'm trying to say here. I didn't know that about him. Now, with that being said, that's why a lot of the things I might say doesn't make a lot of sense to you professionals. Like how Kairi EX might show up as a guaranteed in 5 pulls. Nah, bruh, that ain't gonna happen because she's an EX medal. Yeah, I know, but she's like the EX of EXs. She's arguably the best, not in terms of damage, but with what she does. So to make it fair, and I don't use this term wantonly, like I almost never use it really unless I'm just saying what other people said, because they forget what things like overpowered actually means because it's tossed around so haphazardly. But even I can tell that Kairi EX legitimately breaks the game. And I really feel for you all that do this thing competitively. Like, I'm just here for fun. In all honesty, I'm just here for fun. Yeah, I'll try now that I can to get far in the Coliseum to get rewards and stuff. But as far as I want to be the very best that no one ever was, not interested. Because that'll take a lot of effort to keep that up. Getting there is one thing. Keeping it up entirely for a month is an entirely different kind of beast. But since this video is going to mostly evolve around maintenance and the Jewel Princess, I'm going to keep fighting her. Oh yes, back to my point about the Kairi EX guaranteed 5 pull thing. So another thing that I've heard people saying, and I don't think they say it with any kind of certainty, is just hoping beyond hope, is that she will be sent to everyone's mailboxes. Between the two scenarios, doesn't that one seem like the less likely? Because, I mean, it was mine. You still have to pay money for it, and hopefully you don't have to, like, file for bankruptcy after pulling for Kairi EX so much. But even then, between the two, that one seems more likely, doesn't it? Because you still have to pay actual money versus them just giving it to you. I'm not saying I don't want that to happen. I'm just saying which one seems more likely to happen. And furthermore, I actually do hope that they somehow make Kairi EX more readily available, whether that's giving us a lot of jewels, I'm talking about like on par with the anniversary thing, or who knows, maybe they will give her in the mailbox. But I mean, I think they have done that before, where they send people really powerful medals in the mailboxes, but not for reasons like this. In addition to that, I was told they don't send they don't even make EX medals guarantees because of how powerful they are. So naturally, they'll get a lot more money if you have to pull for it. So with that in mind, why would they then give Kairi EX for free, even though she breaks the game? So I don't know. I honestly don't really care about who is right and who is wrong and all that. I just want to know A, what is actually going to happen in the maintenance, and B, are they going to do something to make Kyrie EX more readily available? Because either one is fine. Not to me, obviously, because I don't have the money, even if they do make her guaranteed in 5 pulls. But hopefully, for those of you who still have some money and, you know, faith in the game, that they will make her guaranteed in 5 pulls, or they, who knows, even though they've never done it for the guaranteed in 5 pulls, maybe for some reason, because she's just so dang powerful, they will give everyone a version of her as an EX. I don't know. Like I said, mine would be the guaranteed in 5 pulls. Everyone else, well, not everyone, but some of the community believes and hopes it'll be that. And I know I had forgotten to switch back to the metals, but I don't care. I'm doing more than enough damage. Yeah, let me go and say this too before I completely forget. So another, well, I already forgot one of them. I meant to say this in another video, but I wanted to wait until I had something to actually show because I didn't want to do Unions Cross. I can't get any farther in Coliseum, so I was like, I'll just come back to it eventually. I think it involves Xehanort, but with this, just to show just how bad I am, in case you all haven't picked up on that already. When I kept calling them Cena, I didn't know they were Square Enix. I didn't know that. Like, I literally thought they were part of Square Enix, but I didn't know they actually were. Cena. Square Enix, I'm guessing it means Square Enix of North America. I never knew that. I was just, like, reading some Twitter posts or something, and eventually I saw Cena. Cena kept popping up. I'm like, okay, even I've used that name before, but who exactly is Cena? And then within, like, a minute, I was like, oh, okay. Square Enix of North America, I get it. So, yeah, there you go. In case it wasn't obvious enough, now you actually have even more proof. Makes you really amazed I've gotten this far in the game before the Kyrie EX thing, huh? Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Let's see, the jewel. Yes, actually there is. I almost forgot about this, even though I said I'm going to go with Eternia again. I'll make sure to switch out this time, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to go and say this now before I forget yet again. So, the Jewel Princess, I was really hoping it'd be the pink one. Because, I mean, why is it not? Why would it not be the pink one? Because the pink one, well, that's the thing. It says Jewel Sorceress on one source. Like, if I'm not mistaken, in the Coliseum, it said, like, avoid round 9 Jewel Princess Sorceress. I forget. That's probably a bad example, because who knows, it probably did say Sorceress. But I thought for sure somewhere I saw she was called the Jewel Princess. And this one, I believe, you know, I'm going to have to actually look again. But be that as it may, I swear, the pink one was called the Jewel Princess. And in her raid boards, you would get jewels, right? So why would they give us this one in light of everything that's happened? The Kyrie EX, the fallout from that, the inevitability that this game will die if they do not fix that, because Eternia, myself, and about 12 other people are not going to be enough to keep this game, you know, functioning. They're not going to keep the servers, if you will, up for just 13 people. So, well, 14 people. So, that's what my point is I'm trying to say here. Is that, with that in mind, why would they give us the Jewel Princess that doesn't give us jewels? And like, I know it wouldn't be a lot. I know that. But my point is, it doesn't need to be a lot. It just had to be some to help those who are already close get more pulls. Because I believe, but I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb here and say that I know every single person that's pulled for Kyrie EX should already have the 1900 discount unlocked. So with that in mind, the ones you get from the Jewel Princess, I'm going to keep calling her that until I see otherwise. The Jewel Princess, the pink one, wouldn't that be enough or close enough to get you to at least do one more pull? So the point I'm just trying to say here is, why would they send us the blue one that gives essentially nothing? Because everything she gives, you can get in the game from somewhere else. Which is the Jewel Princess that will give you a lot of jewels if you complete her board. Or boards. It's been a while since I fought her, so I honestly don't remember how many there are. But for those of you who have, yeah, see, Jewel Princess. So was the pink one the Jewel Sorceress? I don't know. I always want to call her princess for some reason, so could be right, could be wrong. Don't really care enough to know. But I'm just saying, wouldn't it be more appropriate for the pink one to be here than the blue one? So that's another really strange thing that I thought was that A, the maintenance is extremely vague, and B, they give us the jewel princess that gives nothing. The jewel princess that doesn't give jewels. How stupid is that? That's almost like, oh man, what's the name of that game? Was it Blast? I think there was this company called Blast that made this game called Home Alone that was really bad. And in the game called Home Alone, there's multiplayer where you get to do co-op in a game called Home Alone. Is that kind of thing that makes you really tilt your head, if you know what I mean. Like, huh? What? Jewel princess that gives no jewels? Co-op play in Home Alone? You know, just things like that. Oh, for those of you who know who Blast are, if you've seen any of their kind of games, I believe I mentioned Tennings. You should probably watch him. Side note, he is pretty vulgar, so you might want to keep that in mind. But outside of that, some of the things he the things he says are pretty funny, except for a certain way he jokes. I don't want to say it here, but I absolutely guarantee you will notice when he does it. So outside of that, I really don't care for that because I don't find it funny. I don't see how you could. But besides that, some of the things he says are actually pretty hilarious. Getting back on track here, yeah, a jewel princess that gives no jewels. Isn't that's a little mind-boggling. Not to the point where it, like, you know, destroys my brain. You think it would, but no. As bad as I am, it's not quite there. Not yet, anyway. It's not that bad. But it just makes me wonder why. I'm sure some of you out there who are in the know probably know why, but from a outsider's perspective, or for someone who just plays the game for fun, it's not all about, you know, being in the Coliseum and being top of the scoreboard with the Lux. I know that's another reason. Let me go and say this because some of you might actually comment on this, and I would have forgotten to mention it, but I know this is just. Let me go and use this as an example. I know some things about this game. It's just I forget to add them so that someone else comes along and does it, and I'll be like, yeah, I know that. It's just, you know, that kind of thing. I know one of the reasons she's here is to be for, like, Lux grinding, and that's fine, but you can do that on literally any raid boss, so why would they make it be the jewel princess who gives no jewels be the one to grind for Lux on? See, that's my question. That's what I don't know. But some of you out there probably do. It's just, I don't get it. After all the things going on, you would think they would want to maybe, I don't know. Oh, so that's what Minx looks like. I don't know. Maybe do something about that. Like I said, if they're not going to make Kairi EX guaranteed in 5 pulls, and then almost immediately afterwards send out the Sora and Riku EX that everyone likes, except for me, because I think I might have pointed this out in the last video, but in case I didn't, I'll get back to that in a second. The Sora and Riku EX that everyone has liked, and then give us a Jewel Princess who doesn't give any jewels at all. After this, I'm actually going to check the board again, because I actually checked it previously, and I didn't see any jewels on there at all, not a single one. But like I said, I'm sorry if this quote-unquote rant has been very repetitive, but like I said, I just can't comprehend why they would do something like that. And what else was I going to say? Oh, yes, before I completely forget. I didn't know what Minx looked like because remember when I was making one of my videos, it just said Minx joins the party. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll have to congrats her for that. And I did in the Discord, but that was Discord. I didn't see what her actual avatar looked like. And here, I didn't bother to just go and find out because I know I'd see her sooner or later. So, there's that. But what was the other thing I was saying? Crap. No, I really don't remember. I would like to think I'm getting better with that because it doesn't seem like I'm forgetting everything every minute. You know, I'm actually coming back to my topics. Ah, yes, coming back to my topics. See, I just did it. Sora and Riku EX. In case I didn't already say it, let me actually go to it here. And I'll probably end the video after this. Okay, let me see if I can, like, get a better look at it. Okay. Yeah, right here. Just ignore Aaron for a minute. As per usual, the medal is as beautiful as it is, and it's still wrong because and let me go and say this. There's someone who mentioned that they believe this medal was actually drawn by someone as some kind of contest entry. If that is, congratulations to whoever that is. I know you'll never see this, but congratulations. But oh man, this is gonna make me look so bad. Cause I mean, I can't draw, so it's like, who are you to say? But at the same time, yeah, I can't draw, but I at least try to keep up with continuity. I won't like, what's stopping them from just adding something like, oh, I don't know, the ultimate weapon from Kingdom Hearts 1 from this game. So you see what I'm saying? They're obviously trying to keep it Kingdom Hearts 2 themed, but they don't have the part done quite right. First off, it's like reverse Rox's Keyblades, where Oathkeeper in the right and Oblivion in the left. That's one. Two is that it's not the way to dawn in Sora's, I believe, yeah, Sora's left hand. And just because it's Sora, why not make the one in his right be the Kingdom Key? Then it would be just like when you're fighting Xemnas for the final time. That's actually what I used, like, after I beat him the initial time, because I love just that fight so much. I would go back to it and go through it with different Keyblades. And I would use the Kingdom Key just because it did the least amount of damage, so that prolonged the fight, making it a bit more fun. And because the Kingdom Key, I think, is Sora's real Keyblade, it's kind of hard to say, because why would there be an exact, well, not an exact, but a very similar duplicate in the Kingdom Key D that Mickey has? So I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And then it makes it even stranger that if you think about the Keyblade, the X-Blade, the Chi-Blade, that there's two Kingdom Keys, even though I think it should have been a Kingdom Key and a Kingdom Key D. There are two Kingdom Keys in that before Sora even, gets... It is, so is the Kingdom Key not really Sora's Keyblade, but more of a fraction of the X-Blade? Is that why it is what it is? I don't know. But my point here is, wouldn't it be more appropriate? Again, I'm not trying to talk smack about the guy or girl or whoever drew this. It does look great. It's just one of those things. And the reason why I say that is because that's just what I heard. I honestly don't know if someone actually drew this, or if it's just Cena being Cena again, not getting their own medals right. Like, they literally got Roxas completely wrong, as I pointed out in the past video. Like, right here. How could they mess this up? And the worst part is, let me see if I don't think I do have another one, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't have HD Rock. No, that can't be right. I forgot his name. It's Roxas as a power medal, where he actually holds Oblivion Oathkeeper the correct way. And for those of you who have gotten or seen, I believe it's not, what is that medal? It's not Roxas EX, I don't think, because there's already Roxas EX. It's the speed one. But there's a power one where he's in his robes, and again, he's using Oathkeeper and Oblivion correctly. So I don't know. I don't know why they did this and why they think it's okay, but this is what I'm talking about. So if the guy didn't draw that medal, it was just Cena being Cena. This is exactly what I mean. And if he did draw the medal, congrats, man. That is a great looking medal. It really is. It's just, if I could draw, and I know I already told you guys I'm not like that, so it's not like me trying to talk smack about him. I really am not. It's just, I can't draw. I mean, why would I admit I can't draw and then turn around and try to, be like, you should have done this? Obviously, because I'm not trying to be that way. But I can't draw. But I do love this game a lot. And if I put that much effort, if I could draw, and if I put that much effort into a drawing, I would make it 100% accurate, as best as I could. But that doesn't seem to be the case. It more looks like that person just drew maybe their two favorite Keyblades. But since they drew it, that's still fine. I'm just saying, from mechanically speaking, I would have wanted it to be the story-wise. I mean, isn't it enough you drew that medal and it won? That's what I would have done. Sorry, again, not trying to sound that way. I'm just trying to express myself here. But I think that's going to be all for this video. Sorry, it kind of... Well, no, I'm not sorry about that, because I wasn't trying to rant. I'm just trying to say, like, if you drew the medal, great job. But, I mean, look, right here. Perfect example. Why not just, bam, Sora's left hand, and then bam, Sora's right hand? That's what I'm talking about. So even here, it's like, okay, these are what they officially use. Yeah, you can use whatever Keyblade you want as the player, but mechanically speaking, these are what Sora and Riku use. And I just noticed, I mean, I didn't just notice, I've been noticing this, but something else that bugs me now I think about it is the Keyblade, the X-Blade, the Chi Blade. I know I'm not going to do that all the time, but just to further vent my annoyance, the keychain to that, like I told you, would be like the heartless looking symbol, but instead of the thorns, it was two kingdom keys. So how the heck does the kingdom key that Sora used have Mickey's head on it to show that it like belongs to Mickey or Disney or some such thing? That's why, because it does belong to Disney. It's so annoying. Anyway, hope I didn't ruffle any feathers. Again, not trying to talk smack about the guy, if it was even drawn. Again, I don't know. I don't follow closely enough. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if it was Cena, because... So thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you around.